In the end, victory. Without Morag, the Source Stone crumbled, and the great empire of the Old Ones was finally laid to rest. The deaths of these ancients could be felt throughout Neverwinter. Deprived of Morag's influence, the invading army faltered. The siege was soon turned. The toll of the battle had been high, but Neverwinter would not be consumed by grief or regret. Too many had already made that mistake. The city would rebuild and move forward. And what of the honored champion who had fought so hard while others fell? Their story does not end here, for this is a world of infinite tales. New adventures still await, and new legends are yet to be forged.
So a few final words about the campaign. As I said, I think this is fairly unremarkable campaign overall, and in my opinion certainly hasn't changed, not in any way. There's nothing really wrong about the actual story that goes beyond at the background. The problems are more in implementation and the weaknesses of the storytelling. You don't really... You go from hub to hub to hub to do a series of quests. You don't really follow any storyline. You don't get to participate in a lot of the more interesting events, either the actual attack against the Lostgrim forces and the defense of the Neverwinter City. It's like, instead of you being integrated into the storyline, having options, maybe consequences to your choices, you're sort of doing your own very loosely connected quests. And then in the cutscenes there's a storyline being told that is parallel to what you sort of are doing at the same time. And it's an unsatisfying implementation. But that's not where it really ends. It goes all throughout the entire thing. The loot, how monsters are sort of spread around all over the place, how loot is handled, how the containers and traps in general are handled. Everything is just spread around all over the place without any specific real logic behind what it's going to do, or so. There's no little stories being told with the placements, or there really is nothing. There's the actual quests that are in here are sort of mixed. I wouldn't say there's unremarkable almost, and I think there are a few good ones, and I wouldn't say bad ones necessarily, but unremarkable ones. There's dull crap you see in every game. So nothing particularly bad, but nothing you probably won't remember in a week that what the hell were they, no matter how hard you try. So if Neverwinter Nights offered this, I don't think I would even remember it really existing anymore. The only reason I've included this campaign in the Let's Plays, it is because it is the original game. This is what the game designers brought out at the start, and at least I think from the official products, really basically as far as the expansions and the original game is concerned, this is the worst. It's probably the longest too, but it's a lot of meh. So, pat on your back, you did a lot of average stuff and implemented in a game. It's still... I don't want to shit on it too much, because it laid the foundation of what the community and even the developers later sort of brought it forward, developing new things on it. So yeah, it's not good if by any measure, but without it we wouldn't have the rest. So I wouldn't really play it if it wasn't part of the original official content. Out of the expansions and any of the custom player-made modules I'll play, I'd say this is the worst. This is the bottom of the barrel stuff that is available. When you go into the custom content player-made modules, naturally the bottom will be quite a bit lower. So, but at the same time, the best of the player-made modules will be, I would say, better than anything that BioWare ever produced for the game. So, and thanks to that, that's the more or less the reason why I fondly remember Neverwinter Nights, the game, and I usually have it on my computer. It doesn't take too much space usually, and a lot of custom games for it, a huge amount. So not sure if that's, I forgot what I was supposed to say. Doesn't matter, it's all nonsense anyway. Neverwinter Nights campaign, original campaign, but it's official game, you usually probably play it through once. Then not unless it's a part of your own custom built campaign sets, because it is fairly long and you end up in the 16-17 range, flash range, thereabouts. So it's actually can be combined with other high level campaigns with fair amount of success. So it's not totally worthless, but it would definitely not be my first choice even then, because it's sort of dull to play through.